This is 56-year-old Tammy Brown.
Ain't 56.
On March 26, 2024, Palm Beach County Sheriffs and West Palm Beach Police were conducting surveillance on a red Jeep.
He always got something going crazy in Florida.
Investigation. Mrs. Brown was the bookkeeper for a carpet store.
I saw something, I can't remember, but it said something about Florida. A guy like robbed. He broke into somebody's house and fell asleep. And then the people that he got in the house while he, I guess, was sleeping, I guess during the robbery, called the cops and he got caught. So they got some wild stuff going on in Florida. So let's see what's going on with this madness.
Is accused of stealing a check and forging her boss's signature. Officers make a traffic stop for a tag violation, and Detective Coda Cabbage surprises Tammy with the evidence.
Dang. So she probably about to act like nothing ain't happened.
Be the truth. Yes. All right, you put your hand down. So we've spoken off the record a fair bit, going back and forth. What prompted you to do a police report with West Palm?
So on the morning of December 27th, I came into the office. Do what I normally do is I check the bank account first thing in the morning.
Okay.
I noticed a $1,000 check that I had not recalled signing.
1,000.
Passed through the account, and so I did a little more digging. Got a copy of the check, and it was made out to a bookkeeper at the time, Tammy Brown.
So she was here
So that's
in the
her.
office working for 3 to 5 months, 3 to 4 months,
Yes.
August to December.
Yes.
All right. So while she was working here, did you have physical contact with her? Did you see her in the office?
Yes.
Okay, face to face, we
Yes.
call it. All right. And this check that we discovered on the morning of the 27th December 2023, how much was that check?
$1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000.
You said you checked the bank account every morning. You saw this check. You don't remember writing it. Were you the only signer on the business account that the check came from?
No, there's one other signer in the office.
Okay. And did we speak to that individual? Was it Marcia?
Marcia.
Marcia. And she did not write the check either?
She did not.
So Tammy never had, she was never a underwriter or
Well,
anything, a
let me
co-signer?
back up. She could always send she could get a check printed.
Correct. Was it QuickBooks or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, QuickBooks. She could send it to the printer and get it printed.
Mm.
It was, and Tim is actually retired.
Okay.
So in the office, it's myself or Marcia that can actually sign it.
Okay. But no check ever.
That makes
left the
sense.
office without you seeing it and signing it. Marcia seeing it and signing it, therefore authorizing it.
Correct.
Did she mention this check at all, or the only time you knew about it was when you saw it in the statement?
So not before, and then when I asked her about it, she said,
I don't know.
I had asked her to become a notary.
Okay.
And she said that was for the fees for the notary training and the stamp and all that
Okay.
stuff. And I
This is only after she was caught.
right,
Okay.
right.
Mm.
And I kind of intuitively knew that it doesn't cost $1,000 to become a notary. I don't know how much, but I know it's not $1,000.
Did you ever agree to give her money
Okay.
to do the notary class? Or
Yeah, I told
certification?
her I would pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But never did you agree, write yourself a check and sign it?
Try to get over on
Did she
him.
even ever take the
That it's
class?
1,000.
Did she show you like a certificate or
no.
a stamp or anything?
I don't
No.
know.
Okay.
So only after you figure out this check, you confront her about it. She says, "Oh, I was reimbursing myself for the notary class, or training, or certificate,
That's
whatever
the
it is."
gist of what she was saying.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
I'm gonna show you a picture of the ATM deposit. Who is that in that picture?
Yeah, that's Tammy.
That's Tammy.
Yep.
All right, and is this Tammy?
Yep.
Okay, you can just initial both of these.
Anywhere?
How sure are you that both these people are Tammy Brown?
Yeah, I'm positive. That's her Jeep.
That's her Jeep. She drove that Jeep?
Yep. Show her a Jeep. Yep.
Alright, so that's her Jeep, that's Tammy, that's
Yep.
Tammy also.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Even though you got your money back, the company can still prosecute and press charges. If you guys wish to have her criminally charged, okay. Perfect. Especially since she has a little bit of a past on this, so.
After collecting all the evidence
So
from the
she's-
carpet store,
she ain't no
officers
rookie
and
at this.
detectives are ready to conduct surveillance on Tammy, which leads to her traffic stop for the tag violation.
Can you show me that 4701 Broadway, reference case 20,
Hello. How are you? I'm Detective Toto, West Palm Beach. Reason for the stop is this tag is not assigned to the vehicle. Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? Before you go reaching any weapons or anything illegal inside the vehicle?
Oh my god.
I don't know if a knife is illegal.
Yeah, no knife. Where is
Dang, that I guess that's the excuse they be using, or I wonder if it's actually the tag. I don't know. I feel like they be using that, or they'll come up and be like, "Oh, I smell weed" or something like that. You know, stuff like that.
it in your bag?
It's in his side pocket right here.
Okay. Would it be better? No, could you just don't touch it for me, man? Would it be okay if my partner grabbed it?
Okay.
Your bag? Is that okay with you? She just wants to get your ID out of the bag. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it?
Do you have a driver?
What the? Am I? I don't know. That's weird. I never heard of that. I don't know. That's just odd. Unless like she's. I thought it would only probably. Would they do that if the person was like heavily armed and they know it or something like that, or very dangerous? I don't know what's her criminal history, if she has one, or it sounds like she does, but I don't know.
Driver's license?
In there. In there.
In here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
But
is the
I-
bag. She said there's just a knife. I just
I
don't
feel
want
like
her to reach it.
they're not supposed to be doing that, but it's whatever.
398, 397, and 4 check.
Right time for it. Thank you.
This one?
You can grab that now. We'll just leave her bag on the floor there. Thank you for letting me know. So, what's the story with the tag not coming back to the
I
Jeep?
got to the car from a guy down in Hollandale. I paid him like $5,000.
Oh yeah.
He like I said, I never heard from him before. I got everything in my text message. He was supposed to get the air fixed, and he never did. I never heard from the guy again.
I got you.
And then, like I said, I don't know. I went to a guy and told him. He said I seen a tag, and he was like, I can get you a tag.
Okay, so you're still just waiting on the tag. How long ago did you buy the car?
No, this was last year.
Last year.
This was February exactly. February
Okay,
when I got this.
but
car.
it's your vehicle. You own it.
No.
No, it's in someone else's name, or
It's-
it's not registered, or I can look it up. It just
Yeah,
would
yeah,
take
but
me
it's
time.
like say, like it said, like I got the car from him, and it was like $7,000, right? I gave him $5. I owed him $2, so never nothing. I never heard from the guy
I got
again, so
you.
nothing ever transpired after that. So
I got you.
whatever's in the
I got you. All right, we're gonna figure this out. In the meantime, can you just turn the car
That's
on,
a
make sure
weird
it's in park? I just
story.
don't want my feet getting run over. You can put the keys right
That's crazy. So he gave originally. So she didn't even pay him fully, and the guy just ran off on it. That just sounds odd, but I don't know.
And could you just step out of the car for me, please? Thank you. Anything illegal on you? Anything that's gonna poke me?
No.
She's just gonna pat you down, being that she's a female. Just make sure she does nothing on her. No.
Okay, you
No
can turn
weapons or
around,
anything?
Sorry. Do you have anything on you?
Nope.
Okay. In your bra?
All right, that's just for our safety.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, can I see her ID? Thank you.
Did you see it?
I got it.
You can't see it. Sorry, I couldn't. No, you're fine.
All right, Miss Brown. I'm Detective.
Sound like nothing ain't happening. She ain't doing anything wrong.
Your attached tag is not assigned, which is illegal.
Trying to be cool with them.
There's also another thing that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
All right. Do you have a card?
Yes.
Remember my hand being.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to
So you are detained right now. You're not free to leave. You're not in handcuffs. You understand? You understand? Okay. All right. And you are Miss Tammy Sherelle Brown, right?
Yes.
Your date of birth? Okay. So I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. As I say them to you, let me know verbally whether or not you can hear me or understand them. All right? If you can't hear me, I'll yell. All right. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. All right? Those are your rights. I'm not sure if you've seen the movies or whatever. Doesn't mean you're going to jail right now. It just the Constitution. That's it.
She's going to
Ask you
jail.
questions about something. All right. All right.
He lying.
Are you currently
She going to jail.
Not at this moment.
No. And where were you previously employed?
Brian's carpet.
And how long were you working there?
A year.
What was your job title there?
Administrative assistant.
All right. So you worked there for a year.
A year.
Okay, and up until when did you work there?
January of this year.
So from about January of 2022, or excuse me, 23 to January 24, you were working there as bookkeeper. All right. And what you said, bookkeeper or what? Assistant?
Administrative
Administrator.
assistant.
So what were your daily duties there?
To like pay bills.
Pay bills.
Receive account payables.
Okay.
Pay bills.
I got you.
Mm.
Okay. So, gotcha. And how did you get that job?
Through a temp agency, Robert Half.
Robert Half. And how long were you with the temp agency before Brian's Carpet?
A couple years off and on because I'm from Pennsylvania, so it came.
Okay.
I've learned from them through Pennsylvania.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
Are they based in Florida or Pennsylvania?
here.
Oh, Robert Half? Okay. All right, so on and off, always bookkeeper jobs or anything like that? Do you have any schooling or degrees or certifications that have to do with bookkeeping?
Schooling? No. I went to school for business management.
Okay. Was that a bachelor's, high school,
It's
associates?
back
Okay.
in
Pennsylvania?
Harrisburg
Okay.
Community College.
All right, so you were there for a year. How did you get paid while you were there? Want to give me what happened from your point of view?
The $1,000 that I wrote a check on a company business expense. Yeah.
They obviously reported it to us as an employee theft because none of them signed the check or authorized
Right.
it. Is that true?
That's true.
So you wrote it on your own volition?
Yes.
Dang, that was easy. She just made it easy. I thought she was gonna make it hard, say no, I ain't do that, lie about something. I don't know. They ain't. She just made that easy.
Is there like a reason that you did it, or
This was in the head, it fell on bad times and rent was due.
did you struggle with like addiction or anything?
No addiction.
Child issues or living issues?
No addiction, no children. Like I said, I look, living above the means. I was over on Singer Island, got caught up, and what had happened, like I had a roommate, and we went our separate ways.
Okay.
So she got one place, I got one place, thinking I can afford it, and when the time came to pay the rent, literally I couldn't afford it. So yeah, I did it.
This housing ain't cheap. I know.
No,
that.
it was like $18.50,
That's crazy.
and it was like good when it was half.
And that was half of the rent?
No.
Oh, you assumed all of it. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
no, that was half. It's what, $1,000 a piece.
Okay.
What rent
With that
was.
reason, with that
But then, like I said, she brought her son. I moved out to the other place, and it was $18.50 alone.
I got it.
19 with the electricity.
So you're
yeah.
struggling to make
Yeah.
ends meet, essentially.
Right.
Right. Did you ever ask them, hey, can I have a loan?
No, never asked.
John is the president, right?
I asked after the fact.
After you did it.
Yeah, after I did it. Yeah.
You didn't think to ask him before, hey, this is...
You want to pay back the money?
Yeah, I was trying. I offered to pay back the money. There was no problem, but like I said, I haven't been working. I've been like doing odd things. I even went down to Boca to like start working, and yeah, I tried. I told him that I would like make payment arrangements to like
Was this
pay it back.
after they had fired you?
Yeah, because he did it the same day. Like the same day he found out, it was the same day he let me
Well,
go.
he told me, obviously, he confronted you about it.
Right, yeah. And I don't have anything to lie about because, like I told him, I did it. I did it, and I'll take full responsibility.
I agree. I'm very much a believer in the truth will set you free. I'm not asking you any of these questions because I don't know the answer.
Right. I get it. That's your job. I know
I
that.
just want to make sure that you know, too.
Yeah,
All
I
right?
know. Yeah, I know. Like I said,
I'm just
I
going to
wanted-
show you a couple things, all right? You can come over here if you want. All right. Is this the check that you wrote yourself?
Yes.
That's your name.
Yeah.
And is that Marsha's signature?
Marsha,
Did you-
Dyer. I did it.
You did that?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Depositing the check?
Yeah.
It's your car. I like your car, by the way. I used to have a Jeep.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, like I admitted everything I did, and like I said, it was me, my intentions. I even offered him, he...
Did he give you the cold shoulder?
Yeah,
he
gave
wouldn't
me the
respond or whatever?
Right, exactly. He was just like, I would rather for you to get your stuff and go. But then he did say, he came out, I got the keys. I had the keys to the office. He came out to my car and was like, I forgot the keys, and I was like, yeah, I want to pay you back. And he said, okay, yeah, if you can. He said, I would appreciate if you paid it back.
And did you ever pay him back, or
I
did he
couldn't
not?
afford it. No, we never
couldn't
talked
afford it?
anymore.
And that was the end of it.
That was the end of it. Like I
Mhm.
said, my intentions, yes, is to pay us
Absolutely,
back.
absolutely.
I mean,
Look, you want to be this honest with me?
No, like
let's
I
have
said,
an
and I like them. You know what I mean? It was unfortunate
Seems
that
like a
I
decent,
did.
quiet place to
It
work.
was. It was
Yeah.
amazing. Like I
Yeah.
said, I
Stable,
messed up.
you know?
I messed up, and I can admit that I messed up. You know what I mean? So it was like nothing wrong on their behalf. I take full, fully.
I'm glad you were. My
Yeah.
final question. Do you have a
She's
Wells
making
Fargo
this
account?
easy though.
Yeah.
At least she's honest with it.
I don't know
But
my bank account numbers. Do you recognize this as your checking account number?
Yep.
That's your name?
Yep.
Does anyone have access to this account besides you?
No, they
Just you.
shouldn't.
All right, Ms. Brown, they do want to prosecute.
hmm.
They do. That's why I'm here. I don't
So what
fine
happens now?
people.
Dang.
I'm gonna be honest.
You see her face when they said that. She
They
looked.
do want to prosecute.
Boy, her. Oh man. Yeah, she was shocked. She didn't even know what to say. She was like, "What the?" She thought that she was gonna pay it back. Dang. So I wonder if she would have paid them back. They still probably would have. I wonder if they still would have charged her. Dang. But still.
They do. That's why I'm here. I don't
So what
fine
happens now?
people. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna end up coming with me to the station. I'm gonna complete your paperwork. It'll take me about an hour and 15 minutes, and then you're gonna get booked at Gun Club. All right. And same way you're honest with me, I'm honest with you. It's gonna be 2 felony charges. All right. It's gonna be grand theft and criminal use of personal identifying information. You can't forge people's signatures and use their accounts on their checks at your own free will. All right. These are not crazy level criminal. I see you have a fraud past in Pennsylvania, was it? So you got what? Probation, slap on the wrist. That's the world that we're in right now. It's $1,000 check, but when someone says they want to prosecute, I can't tell them no.
Okay.
All right. So I do have to handcuff you. I'm gonna see if there's any way we could get around towing the car. That's my intention. So bear with me for a second. I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs right now because I do need.
You gonna tow that car?
All right, and then we'll get this going. But let me see what I can do about trying to not tow the vehicle. All right.
He gonna tow the car.
Adrian.
Who's that? Friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that one of the guys for the parking lot over there?
No.
Who are those guys? What were they doing? You don't have to.
I don't know.
So,
I mean,
that's not good. That's really not good.
Bro, what the? Did they just leave the paper on the car?
You don't have to.
I don't know. I mean,
How they gonna leave the paper?
Those guys, what were they doing? You don't have to.
I know y'all see it, right? Let me see. Trying to get it over there. They gonna leave the paper on top of the car, right there, somewhere right there.
That's not good.
Why would you do that?
That's really not good.
They know it's windy out there.
Tammy calls her friend to come pick up her Jeep. However, when he arrives, his license is suspended, and he tries to rizz up the officer instead. However, when he arrives...
Oh man, I thought this was gonna be a smooth sailing video. You know, everything was gonna go smooth. She was honest. In the beginning, and then she calls someone, and his his license is suspended too.
her friend to come pick up her Jeep. However, when he arrives, his license is suspended, and he tries to rizz up the officer instead.
Can I just see your ID and then we'll let you out of here? The keys are.
So listen, I'm not driving the Jeep.
Why?
My license is suspended.
See, I don't understand why he did that, bruh. Like, you come in there. I don't know. What would y'all do? I probably wouldn't. I obviously wouldn't show up if I know my license is expired. But kind of in the same way, what he probably would have done would have been risky. He could have just went on, got into the car and just drove off. Because I don't think they would ask him, "Oh, let me see your license." So I think obviously and it sounds like the lady's on a rush, but I feel like he could have done that. I don't know. That's crazy, bro.
I didn't know what was going on. So if we need a tow, I mean, I could probably arrange a tow. I'm a mechanic, so I know like tow guys. But,
She said, "Oh." You see what I'm talking about?
You told her
could you let me just drive?
no, because you're on camera.
Just turn it off.
No, it's too late.
Could you let me just drive?
No, because you're on camera.
Just turn it off.
No, it's too late.
Hold on, let me fix the.
Man, damn.
You told her you didn't have a license?
Yeah, I told her she's suspended.
Well, she didn't
He
say
told her
that
to.
us.
Oh, and she,
I
bruh.
call somebody with their license. Fucking everybody's license suspended, man. You guys really do it.
Well, it's either
Somebody,
her or
everybody
tow her
license
car. We were
suspended.
trying to
That's
help her
crazy.
out,
No,
you know what I
I don't
mean?
want you guys to
We were
tell.
honestly
what's-
trying to help her out.
Can I talk to her? You wrote on
I don't have her. She went to the station.
So what happened?
I can't. She's fine.
This man
She's
nosy.
an adult.
No, I know, but I literally worked in this car yesterday. I'm a mechanic. I'm just a mechanic that worked in cars type shit. And I worked in the car yesterday, and then
Well, your Lyft ride is gone, and you
Yeah,
just told me you had a suspended license. I can't let you.
no, that's fine. I mean, I can get a tow truck. That's just a big expense to me.
And you don't know anyone that can come
Nah,
here and drive it?
I think I know a few people. I know a lot.
Man, he might as well just lie and be like, "Yeah, I can get somebody to." Like, come on now, bro.
I'm call my car. I knew it was. There's always an issue. No, my body camera's on, and he just came up. He's like, I can't drive it. I don't have a license, and my body camera's on. And there's anyone that can come pick it up.
So I think if that body cam was off, she probably would have let him. She was like, "You know what? Go ahead. You know."
Because everyone has a suspended license.
I can find somebody.
But I have to go.
Yeah, see, look, I knew she was on the rush. It would have worked. You just got in, drove
He's
off.
right in front of me.
Everybody's out.
I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God.
I'm a great driver. I mean,
Not really. If your license is suspended.
nah, I'm a great driver. It's just those tickets are expensive.
No, they are. But I don't know why you got a ticket in the first place.
I got race cars.
Got race cars.
Well, then slow down.
I got race cars.
I can't believe
That's crazy, huh?
Tammy's ride.
This is the quickest way to waste $20. I was at home chilling. I could have just had some lunch. You know that?
Well, you obviously didn't tell her your license was suspended.
I did on the phone.
Well,
I
then
was
she
like,
didn't tell us because we
She
were.
was like, yeah, oh, okay. She's like, you're too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And
I was about to spend my $20 on lunch. You want to take me out to lunch?
No. You were fine.
What?
$20 on lunch.
This man thought he had it.
Yep, that's exactly.
Did he say he had?
About
Hold
to
on.
spend my $20 on lunch. You want to take me out to lunch?
No.
You gonna take me out to lunches? Bruh. Bruh.
You were fine until you told me your license was suspended.
I'm not sure that it's suspended. It was suspended last year, and then I fixed it.
You came up running on camera. My license is suspended.
Like, what is it, bruh?
You have your license? You have a valid license?
No, don't bother me.
Dang, he asked a random lady.
Oh my God.
You're really pretty, though. Are you married? You're not married?
Oh my God, that would be none of your business.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be disrespectful like that.
Sure you don't.
I really don't. Hey!
No.
I think she would have folded. I ain't gonna lie. She just had the body cam on. She's acting like that. She would have folded.
People think you're under arrest.
I didn't do it. I'm not going. I'm not going. Won't take me long.
Oh my God, you're making a
She like this. See, she's trying to act like she like this.
scene.
Tammy Brown was charged with felony grand theft, forgery, and use or attempt to use ID of another person without consent.
Dang. Dang. Well, I was not expecting that ending, but I mean, other than the charge thing, but I was expecting the guy acting like that. But Let me know what y'all would have done. But till next time.